Alright, guys, today we are going to be reacting to she instantly regrets divorcing her husband when he got a new girl. Let's jump in.
No matter how hard I try, no matter how much energy I put into it, I never see any success. I need this to work, or else I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I think it's pretty solid to say that he's seeing someone else weeks after we decided to get divorced.
Like, I understand that I fucked up. I get that, and now I'm reaping the consequences of that. Got it. Yeah, I can't go back in time. I really wish I could.
Welcome back, family. Today, we will review this woman who decided to divorce her husband and leave her kids behind to go find her happiness. It didn't take long for her to start regretting her decision when her ex-husband replaced her in less than 3 weeks. Let's first start by watching how mainstream media and feminism influenced this woman to not appreciate her marriage and leave her husband because she thought that her dream career will make her happy.
So recently my husband left his job, and we took that as an opportunity for me to pursue my dream job, which is like creating videos on the internet, which is like so like cliche because like that's literally so many people's dream and whatever, but whatever, like that part doesn't really matter. And so what we're doing right now is like we're living off of savings. We have a little bit of passive income that's like really helpful, and I thought that I'd be happy, or at least happier, doing what I've always wanted to do full time. And I'm not. My brain is still sad. And like it breaks my heart because like, well, if I'm not happy doing the thing that I thought was gonna be so fulfilling in my life, like, what can I do to be happy? You know?
From this moment, everything started to go south.
I
in the
cannot
marriage.
believe this.
You
And
can
this
clearly
this is all feminism. This is all do what is best, what makes you happy. Do whatever makes you happy. And the guy even left his work or job to just, give her a little bit of space to see if he can help her with her happiness. Well, here we are, folks. Here we are. Damn.
see that she is in a healthy relationship, but she feels unfulfilled just because she believes that her happiness should come from external things. I already said it many times before in this channel that happiness is a state of mind. After that, she decided to practice different spiritual rituals in hopes of finding her happiness. She then became a clairvoyant. Then she became a student of Reiki, which is some kind of spiritual healing BS. And all her family and her husband's family rejected that because they are all very religious. That is when she decided to leave her marriage so that she can go find her happiness. But then she gets mad when her husband replaces her in less than 3 weeks. Check it out.
Confirmed a suspicion that I had with my husband, soon to be ex-husband. We're in the middle of getting divorced right now. And we're not even officially divorced yet, and he's already sleeping with other people. He might have
You know why she does say this? Well, that's what they do, females, right? Anybody that has an experience with, with a breakup, they know how quick females can move from one side to the other. They can move very quick. And you always wonder what happened. The thing is that they already have somebody locked in before they even wanted to break up their relationship. And she knows this. Because I'm not surprised. She did it before.
have another kid that's not with me one day. We have 2 kids already. And that makes me want to vomit. That really brings a lot of disgust feelings within me, thinking about him having another kid that's not with me, and my daughter's having a sibling that's not from me. It brings a lot of disgust feelings, and it makes me sad too. But obviously I have absolutely no control over what he does, and I need to let that go.
Yep.
I have nobody in my life except for TikTok to talk to. So here we are. And so it was my surprise when today in the car, my daughters were like, "Hey, are we going to Dada's friend's house?" I was like, "Oh no, who's Dada's friends?" And I asked for their name, and they were like, we don't know her name, but she has 2 cats. She's nice. And I was like, oh, she has 2 cats? She was like, yeah, we went to her house. She has 2 cats. He did not run this by me. Like, fuck other people. Whatever. Not even divorced yet. Not even gonna work on yourself at all. Just gonna jump into another relationship. And one last thing, since we're ranting about my soon-to-be ex-husband, right? The reason why I know for a fact that he's at least seeing another woman is because he bought new shampoo. He didn't just buy shampoo. He bought shampoo, conditioner, and I think a body wash. Honestly, I didn't look at them that closely. Very aesthetically pleasing packaging. The shampoo is not a regular shampoo. It's an apple cider vinegar clarifying shampoo. He didn't just walk into a store and said, oh, that's the one for me. A woman told him to buy that. All of that combined, I think it's pretty solid to say that he's seeing someone else. Weeks after we decided to get divorced.
Lady, what
This
did
is
you
what
expect?
and this is my theory. This is a very good theory that I have. Females don't leave relationships because of cheating. Because a man sleeping with another woman. They don't do that. They could, but I don't think so. This is pre-selection, guys. This right here, pre-selection. See? This is pre-selection. And she's getting emotional triggered because she's leaving a man that is being wished and desired by other women. When females say, we got a divorce because of cheating, I can guarantee you the guy was not even cheating. If the guy was cheating, she already was cheating as well and was ready to move on. I'm telling you guys, I might be wrong in this theory, but I'm closely certain this thing works like this.
You thought that you were that irreplaceable? Really? Well, you played yourself. Guys, this woman got so jealous at her husband for moving on that she decided to move out of state to go have some fun, leaving behind her 2 kids without noticing anybody. And that resulted to her losing custody of her kids. Now she is out here crying on the internet about how the court don't want her to see her babies.
I just got off the phone with my kids, and it tears my heart out every single time I talk to them. I know I haven't spoken to them a lot, but this is why, because it absolutely kills me every single time. I miss them so much.
Everybody don't want her to have custody of her kids, including her own mother, because what she did was unacceptable. Check it out.
So I cut off contact with my mom because she abused, stalked, and harassed me. But I was at like a very desperate place, right, when it was official that my baby daddy like officially was like, hey, I don't think you should be in our kids' lives at all. So I reached out to my mom because
She's cuckoo, man.
I thought maybe she would have some resources that could help me. And she responded back saying that I was possessed by the devil and I don't deserve to have my kids. So, not really worth reaching out to, no?
If even your own mother thinks that you do not deserve to be in your kids' lives, that says a lot about your character. Guys, this woman kept crying on the internet for sympathy to the point that
it says a whole story, an entire book. Man,
she started to believe that maybe it is best for her to not be in her kids' lives.
Not too long ago, I did a little exercise of like what your subconscious truly wants out of life, whatever.
Get depression,
and it's like the first thing you see is what you really want out of life. And I just saw me on a little like porch swing with my kids looking out to the mountains, which is weird because like I did that with my kids, but I think what it really meant for me was like I just want to travel the world, just me and my kids, and just live life and just experience new things and experience them together.
Yeah, man, this is.
And that's what I want.
This is so. You know, when you talk like that and you're supposed, a regular guy's supposed to meet you, You see how high the standards are? Very high standards, guys. I can imagine the husband trying to please her, and he did. He lost his job. He literally said, "You know what? I'll resign my job, and I will support you, whatever your dreams are." And then all of a sudden, she just throw everything out of the window because she's not happy anymore. Like no way you can make an argument that females are okay in their mindset. No way, guys.
One out of life.
This is insane.
And now I'm thinking, is there a way
This down deep into the abyss.
without my kids?
Yeah,
Because,
this deep down the abyss, abyss, very
you
down.
know, it feels like a pretty big possibility that might be my reality. And I don't know.
She kept crying for sympathy to the
Tell
point
you.
that her own subscribers started to call her out on her manipulation tactics, asking her to go get some help because she is not okay mentally. Check it out.
Everything I've ever said on this TikTok is true. It's really important to me to not lie, to not exaggerate when telling any of these stories, because it's like, what's the point if I'm gonna lie? I know a lot of people have accused me of lying, and I don't care what people speculate. You know, you guys don't have all the information, so obviously you're gonna get stuff wrong. I don't care. But it's very important to me to tell 100% of the truth. And when talking about anything, really. And something that I've really been thinking about lately is, obviously, I want what's best for my kids. That's the whole point.
Okay.
And I really did think that me being their mom was the best thing for them. But maybe it's not.
You said it. You said
Maybe
it.
me being out of their life is better for them. So that's another reason why I don't want to lie, because if I get my kids back because I'm lying, what's the point of that? You know? Like, I'm gonna say my truth, and if I'm meant to be with my kids, then I'll get them back. And if I'm not, then I won't. And that's what's best for them.
And this is what a lot of courts they need to do. A lot of courts they make these outcomes thinking that the kids do better with their mom, but all the statistics show that that's not the case, right? The majority of kids that are raised by mom, 70% of them just end up in jail and drugs, and not a good outcome. And even though they don't end up in jail or in drugs or any problems, they suffer a lot of mental issues, and they become very they can't even have a marriage. They can't even lead a relationship because they become women themselves. A lot of courts, they have to really re-examine some of these decisions and really examine how they see the law between genders, because this is...
You let people suffer long enough, they start to correct themselves and come to their senses.
Look, I can admit when I'm jealous of something, and I can recognize within that within myself. And something that I've been jealous of recently are people who have support from their families. People who, in tough times, their families will all come together, like physically with the person, and comfort, support, be there, do whatever it takes to help the person out who's having a hard time. Like, I'm so fucking jealous of all of these people. So fucking jealous. And I know all the comments are going to be like, well, you need to do that for your own kids. Okay. Like, I understand that I fucked up. I get that.
Yes, you did.
And now I'm reaping the consequences of that.
Yes, you did. Yes,
Yeah.
you did.
I can't go back in time. I really wish I could. All I want is that when I get my kids back, I want to, you know, teach them everything that I've learned about life. And
Pass the trauma. Pass
like,
her trauma to the kids. That's what it is. That's what that means. Teaching my kids what I learned from life. Just basically passing the trauma to the kids. Like,
from the mistakes that I've learned, and teach them how to be confident and how to be resilient and how to like prepare them for the stuff in life. Like, I don't know.
You're not ready.
I don't know about you and your childhood. No one fucking prepared me for bad stuff to happen in life. And life is, if like, obviously right now I'm going through it, you know, but life is so fucking painful, and it feels to me right now that all life is pain.
After so
Nah,
much critics
damn.
from her comments section, she
Damn.
finally agreed to get mental help. But before she checks herself in, she posted this video.
I know this is just a story that I tell myself, and it keeps happening. But it always seems like everyone else gets success, and I don't.
oh yeah, you spend too much time in social media. Yep. You're spending way too much time in social media.
No matter how hard I try, no matter how much energy I put into it,
Yep.
I never see any success.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how much harder I have to try. I'm doing everything I can.
Too much time in social media, lady.
Need this to work, or else I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Although she admitted herself to an hospital and start to follow the steps given to her by the state, as you can see her here cutting off her bracelet after being released, I still believe that she cannot be trusted to have custody of her kids at the moment. She still has a long way to go. It's really sad that this is the state of most modern mothers in our Western society today.
Yeah.
They can have almost everything they ever wanted, but they will still hold on to some fantasy they saw on a screen. They can have a family, but still think that they are missing onto something that they cannot even describe themselves. Fellas, stay away.
Man, this is sad. I mean, I don't wish these things to, I don't wish these things to females, right? I love women. I have two, I'm going to have my third daughter. I'm going to have 3 daughters and 1 kid, and 1 boy. And I love my wife, but this thing is crazy, man. This stuff is crazy. We cannot keep doing this. We have to make tough decisions to make sure we can straighten up this mess. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you in the next one.